Hello guys, this is Frederick Ubiri YouTube channel. We want to give a short tips on the cooperative society, and it has to do with cooperative society masterclass on loan administration and management. Hello guys, many cooperatives have been in existence without the principle or the theory behind the governing of loans and the administration of the loans. They just give out loan without knowing what it entails to govern loan and to manage loan. So without no further ado, I want to speak on the laws. I want to speak on cooperative society extant laws and regulation as they relate to condition governing loans, surety, procedures for loan, recovery, and other issues. And what is extant? Extant means they are the principle and precept by which the cooperative movement is governed. A code of conduct to guarantee efficient management of cooperative society. Then loan. What is called loan? A loan is a money borrowed on agreed terms, such as duration, lifespan, repayments, schedule, interest, payment, guarantee, that is surety and collateral, penalties upon default. Then, before the existence of the former cooperative in the Nigeria Federal Unit, there were existence of things like Osusu meetings that normally give out loan to members using their local terminologies and local ways of doing their things in those days. But with these little tips I want to give to you, we'll talk about the history, a brief history of Nigeria Cooperative Society laws. As of 1935, the Cooperative Society Ordinance number 39 of 1935, amendment of 1938, 1945, and 1948. 1953, Western Region Cooperative Laws. 1956, Eastern and Northern Region Cooperative Laws. 1958, Lagos Capital Territory. 1993, Nigeria Cooperative Society Act number 90, and most recently 2004 Cooperative Society Act Cap 98, Laws of the Federation, Laws, Nigeria, surety, ship, procedure for loan recall and recovery. Condition for granting loans by law 6 and 57. No loan shall be granted to a member within the month of his admission to the society, except in the case of transfer of existing loan of a past member to a nominee or successor. Loans shall be granted to members only. No loan shall be granted to a member whose share installments are in arrear. No loan shall be granted to a member who has not paid thrift savings. By law 13 and 47. Application for loan shall be made through the secretary and disposed of by the committee by law 54. For a period exceeding the limits fixed by the general meeting, if it will bring a member's indebtedness at the time of the loan to an amount exceeding his maximum credit. Then by law 58, talk about maximum credit limit that is fixed annually by the management committee, subject to availability of funds, making credit available to as many members as are qualified. Then the security and collateral and the security and collateral offered. Then by law 59, interest on loan to members. It is fixed by the management committee and approved at the general meeting of the society, but shall not exceed 15% per annum. In the case of default in repayment, penal interest is charged at twice the normal rate. What this place is talking about is that there are some instances where the cooperative will say, okay, we are fixing out our loan, interest on our loan. The maximum interest you pay on per annum is 15% or 10%, as the case may be. But when there is a default, the society will be compelled to charge you an additional amount or even amount higher than the normal interest that you are supposed to pay on that particular month. So that is what this place, because there are some instances where some people will say, I know, how can you charge me such an amount for the fact that I default? But this usually happens in the case of a non-industrial cooperative, whereby people, after giving the loan, before you know it, they will come out with flimsy excuse that I could not meet up, so therefore. So in this case, the law is saying that it will charge you. That is one of the laws. Then suretyship. By law 63, bond by sureties. Every borrower shall execute a bond and shall furnish to two sureties. A session of period of repayment shall only be granted with the consent of the surety. By law 64, duties of surety. A surety must be a reputable member of the society and shall personally guarantee. What this place is that a guarantor must be a reputable member of the society and shall personally guarantee. There is nothing like saying I'm signing as a so if anything happens to the person, you have been held liable. That is the name of that place. Then repayment of the loan if the borrower defaults. The correctness of the particulars on which the values of the borrower surety is based. That the loan is used for the purpose stated by the borrower in his application. Misuse of loan shall be reported to the committee by the surety. What they are saying here is that as a guarantor or somebody who surety person, you have to be vigilant. Make sure that you monitor the person that you sign for. In case if you default or if in case you misuse, abuse privilege, it is your duty to report that person to the management committee who can maybe recall for their loan. Then by law 66, procedure for loan recall. Any misapplication is proof. The borrower gives an indication of resignation. That is, when somebody that is giving loan to did not use the money well, or he came that please I want to resign my membership from the cooperative, and meanwhile you are still owing, the cooperative have the right to recall for their loan. Okay, you want to withdraw your membership, no problem, but you pay us our loan first. After paying the loan, before we can now proceed to the next stage, that is why you said the talk of a loan record. Then by law 67, outside borrowing, no members shall borrow money from any source other than the society without the permission of the committee. By law 68, appropriation of debt payment. When a member from whom money is due pay any sum to the society shall be appropriated in the following order. Firstly, to share payment penalties and other miscellaneous charges due by him. Secondly, to interest on loan. And thirdly, to loan principal. When they give out loan, this particular area for people who are operating non-industrial cooperative, please take note. This is a very key element in the governing of cooperative loan, because members may default and they feel they can just come in anytime to collect loan. To come and pay their loan. But the law is saying here that appropriation of debt payments, under bylaw 68 that say when a member from whom money is due pay any sum to the society, it shall be appropriated in the following order. First and foremost, we have to pay to shares capital, penal interest, and other miscellaneous charges due by him. Maybe they charge him default charge, maybe for not coming to meeting they charge him, or for taking permission they charge him, or maybe he misbehaved in the course of meeting and he was charged. Those are the money they will first of all collect before we talk of any other thing. So this is what this place is talking about. Then after that one, we will not talk of interest on loan. Then we now talk of loan principal. So that is what this place is talking about. Then disposal of surplus appropriation. At the close, that is by law 69, at the close of each financial year, the society expense, including the interest payable on deposits and loans from non-members and audits from non-members and audit and supervision fee due, shall be deducted from the society income. The net surplus shall be appropriated as follows. At least 1/4 shall be carried to reserve fund, unless permission is given by the director to reduce this amount. At least 1/10 shall be carried to education fund. The balance shall be utilized for one or more of the following purposes: payment of dividend on shares subject to bylaw 17, payment of bonus to members as a refund of a percentage of interest paid on loan during the year subject to the confirmation of annual general meeting. Prove that the share dividend of not less than 3% have been declared. Donation not exceeding 10% of net surplus to any charitable or society social purpose approved by the director. Building up a general reserve. Institution of share capital fund of shares transfer fund. Institution of shares transfer fund. Like in this place, whenever a cooperative has prepared the accounts, audit the account, there is room for appropriation of net surplus. In some cases, some cooperative are expected to set aside some money as a statutory reserve, set aside some money for education fund. Then maybe in some instances where maybe they have what is called corporate social responsibility, they set aside a particular amount. Then the other one go to dividends that will be given to members, because in the cooperative we have two sets of people. We have the investors and the borrowers. There are some people who they are not even interested in borrowing anything. They just want to save their money in the cooperative so that at the end of the financial year they can collect their dividend. So that is what this place is talking about. Then by law 70, dividend. Dividend paid on shares shall not exceed 5%, and no dividend shall be paid if any overdue claim to depositor or lender remains satisfied. Director's approval. By law 71, appropriation of the net surplus shall be subject to approval by director and governed in all respect by the spirits and letters of the law and regulation. By law 72, reserve fund. Reserve fund is indivisible and no member is entitled to claim a specified shares in it, except with the written permission of the director. It shall not be utilized in the business of the society, but shall be deposited or invested in accordance with Section 3 of the law. By law 73, audit and supervision fee. Audit and supervision fee are the rates assessed by the director and published in the State Gazette. In the State Gazette, books of accounts, prescribed books and record. Account and record shall be maintained in the form prescribed by director and shall include the following: membership and attendance registrar showing the name, address, and occupation of every member, number number of shares held by him or her, the dates of his or her admission to membership, nominee appointed under bylaws 11, and the members' attendance and general meeting, a cash book showing the receipt, expenditure and balance on each month on which business is done, general ledger, personal ledger with accountants for each members, depositors and creditors, loan register showing installment for payment of loan, minute books for proceedings of general and committee meetings, register for share payment, loan bond books showing particulars of and containing bond of all loan issue out, such other records as may be prescribed by directors. Inspection of books. The books, account, register, and papers of the society shall be opened at all reasonable time for inspection of members and of any accredited cooperative official, provided that no person other than officers or committee members of the society or cooperative society shall be allowed to see the personal account of any member without that member's consent. Copies of the laws, regulation, and of this bylaw shall be available for inspection at the registered address of the society at all reasonable hours. What this place is saying that everything that has to do with the cooperative are supposed to be open-ended. The cooperative books are supposed to be open. When member comes in that, please, I want to know the status of my account, you must give the person his passbook balances, maybe loan balances or saving balances. You are expected to give the person all those information so that there will be no issue. So that is what this place is talking about. Then bylaw 76, recovery of loan/debt, section 49 of the law and bylaw 81, dispute statutory. If a dispute touching the business of registered society arise among present or past members or person claiming through present or past members, deceased member, between a present, past, deceased member and the society is in committee or any officer, agent, or servant of the society, or between the society or any other, the dispute shall be referred to the director for settlement. What this place is saying is that whenever there is an issue within the cooperative and the management committee cannot resolve it, the matter should be referred to the director of cooperative in that particular state, who will now in turn use the available mechanism that they have in place to resolve that dispute. Then section 49, subsection 2 to 6 refer to the procedure in settlement of a dispute. So this is the relevant section that speaks about how to settle disputes between cooperative society and their members. Then section 50, subsection 2A states a decision made by the director under subsection 3A of the section 49 of this act or under subsection 2 of this section shall accept as otherwise provided in subsection 6 of the section be final. Creation of loan committee, sales of debtors, collateral, compensation of assets of debtors, and conversion of assets of members and surety. Conclusion. The management should adopt strictly credit management principle, which guarantee the liquidity, solvency, and profitability of the society. This includes accurate loan appraisal to ensure that loans are suited to applicant needed and resources, obtainable reliable information to the integrity of applicant, financial strength of loan-seeking members, strict adherence to the rules of maximum credit limits, proper documentation of all loan transactions, proper books keeping by raising payment voucher, checks, in favor of receiver on the strength of proper agreements executed and surety undertaken. Proper loan supervision to alert misuse. What this place is saying that there must be proper loan supervision to avoid misuse. Then lump sum of shares and savings to get big loan is dangerous. Payment of shares and savings to get big loan is dangerous. Now there are some instances where people will pay big sum of money into their true savings so that they will enable them to get big loan. That one does not tell the character of a good character of that person, of the borrower, because at this stage the integrity is at loss, because some people will just come, they have their ulterior motive, pay big money so that when they check their record, this person have big money. At the end of the day, you give them the loan, before you know it, they run into the TS, which is not too good for the cooperative. So please take note. Cooperative society out there, please take note. It's very, very important. You have to follow the process. If you say everybody should pay 20,000 monthly or 100,000 monthly, please follow the rules so that there will be no issue. Then loan disbursement shall not be more than 2 installments to avoid misuse. You know, in some cooperative we have a ×2 maximum credit limit, some say ×3 maximum credit limit. So it is better you choose one so that you know where it belongs to. But from this book we are saying that ×2 will be more better so that the cooperative will not run into loss. The instrumental loan default should not be encouraged as it reduces incident of default. Act of nepotism and favoritism shall be avoided. However, the Trustee Credit Act action on emergency cases and later report to this committee for respective approval. To take immediate and appropriate action against loan defaulter whenever it raises its ugly head. So take immediate and appropriate action against loan defaulter whenever it raises. Now these cases is a serious matter, because loan defaulters are the people killing cooperative. So we are advising you that please, whenever you observe all these loan defaulters, in fact, there should be zero tolerance when it comes to loan defaulters. They are the people that are killing non-industrial cooperative. In the case of industrial cooperative, there have such cases now, because before you make an A, the money will be deducted from your salary. But in this case, non-industrial cooperative, you are expected to go and pay your money in the bank. You have to make sure that the people discipline themselves. So that is that. Then above all, the committee must show commitment to goals of integrity and good conduct by avoiding insider abuses. They should be of proven character and ability. They must exhibit leadership by example. As a management committee member, you should stop cutting corners. Make sure that you follow the rules of the game, and you make sure that let it be the order of first come, first serve, so that there will be no issues between the members of the cooperative and the management committee. Seeking and obtaining information on whether or not the prospective loan receiver has gone through any background proceeding before. If he has, then this loan seeker is already wearing a convict behavior. Insisting that a loan seeker produce 2 good surety known to the society and preferably debt-free. Alternatively, the member seeking for a loan should provide all pledge of his agreements assets such as building, terminal benefit for the recovery of bookkeepers should be in place for every transaction to be promptly and accurately recorded. The ledgers and cash books should be up to date and information has to be readily available. Hello guys, the message I've given to you people has to do with master class on loan administration and management as it affects cooperative by law. This area that I've mentioned is very key to cooperative society because many cooperatives have been existing without knowing their left from their right, and because of that, some members who does not have integrity comes in, bounce into the management committee, collect loan and run into the thin air, and have become a major setback to cooperative society. In Delta State here, where we are currently residing, and in other part of Nigeria. So please, I am talking because I have over 20 years experience of cooperative society management. So if you like what you see, give my videos a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that other people out there who are not privileged to this information can get it and use it when it comes to management of cooperative loans. They know how to govern their loans effectively. Hello guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe, share my video and give it a thumbs up. Thank you.